As far as video games go, racing games are basically universal. Inside every person's brain is the desire to go fast, and an F1 racing machine is definitely cut out for the job. Even if you normally pass on realistic racing in favor of something like Mario Kart, Formula 1 Championship is really making an effort to get you behind the wheel and onto the track. Looking at the extremely technical courses, driving a Formula 1 racer is a pretty demanding job. The good news is that if you're not a stickler for realism and details, you can choose to race with numerous helpful driving aids, like automatic braking, steering, and stability assistance. Another helpful option displays the ideal racing line, which turns out to be a life-saving pair of training wheels for the racing noob. Meanwhile, racing pros, and masochists who feel like learning the hard way, can push the realism to full throttle and battle against rain-slick tracks, locked brakes, spin-outs, and the feeling you get when you slam your car into a wall at ridiculously high speeds. If you're simply looking to pick up and play, the game offers quick races and lets you set up a quick Grand Prix. But if you want to get into F1 racing for the long haul, you'll want to start a new racing career. You're able to create a new driver, compete in a time trial to impress a team, and simulate the entire racing season. When you do well, you can read congratulatory emails from your sports agent and admire your virtual trophies in your trophy room. This may come as a shock, but you're going to be doing a lot of racing here. In the case of a Grand Prix, you have the option to run a series of laps and have your car tuned specifically for the course based on performance. Once you're tuned up, you can run a practice race before participating in a qualifying race, and then participate in 2 more qualifying races before actually racing in the real race for real. If you're serious about learning the courses, this is great, but thankfully, you can skip all the extra steps and get to the one that counts. The action is incredibly fast, and with so many competitors on the course, things can get pretty tense. With a ton of ways to adjust the game's difficulty, racing can be as challenging as you want to make it. Depending on your stamina, you can adjust the number of laps you want, but even 6 laps will require a change of tires if you want to keep up your performance. When you hit the pit, a quick minigame has you timing specific button presses to the actions of your pit crew. Screwing it up could blow your lead, but performing well can shave a few seconds off your lap time. In the final version of the game, online races will allow up to 11 players to compete. Like single-player races, you can adjust various options to get the balance of realism and challenge you want. And we'll have more impressions soon. Gamers looking for racing that feels as realistic as it looks can definitely look forward to Formula 1 Championship Edition on the PS3. It appears that the detail and effort put into the game is going to result in a fine product for enthusiasts. And the game is tweakable, so that just about anyone should at least run a few races and enjoy the ride. Watch for our full review when Formula 1 glides across the finish line.